Hello, welcome all my beautiful, vibrant souls to our pick a card today, which is what's going to happen next. My intention is that this is just looking at what's coming up next in your life. I have crazy hair today, sorry. What's coming up next in your life, what's going to be, what's the scuttlebutt? What's something that Spirit wants to give you a heads up on. You can potentially apply this to what's coming up next in a particular situation. So I'll leave that open to you, to your lovely discretion and intuition. But yeah, this is just simply looking at what's next. So as you can see in the thumbnail, but I'll show you up close and personal, we have 3 options to choose from today, as usual. Option 1 is signified by this serpentine palm stone. Serpentine, so cute, so little. It fits in my palm, it's little. I know you guys can't 100% tell, but I'm a small lady, so like if it fits in my palm, oh, it's so cute. Option 2 is the honey calcite, and option 3 is the prehnite. Oh, she's beautiful. So, pause the video if need be. You can meditate, contemplate on the options in front of you. When you have found one that best resonates with your energy, head down to the timestamps in the description box below, and we're going to get this party started with group 1. Hi, group 1. I'm hearing a blessing of, for some it's clarity, a blessing of consistency, a blessing of organization. This is interesting. So for some of you, maybe you've had this recently, you've had like that epiphany, or you will be having it. This is next up, or the effects of this epiphany are going to start to like ripple outward. But it feels like this energy of getting your stuff together. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Getting organized, getting serious about something. That's definitely the energy I'm picking up. There is a healing to your energy that has been taking place, and I feel is continuing to take place. Might have a big expansion, a big burst. But yeah, these are the themes that are kind of going on. So I feel like it's related to that. But let's see what you have. We have old woman with sadness and female. Okay. So some of you, we have the light here. Some of you might be getting really sage advice from somebody, and it's kind of like, it's just what you needed to hear at just the right time. Some of you might be getting clarity on a relationship with an older feminine energy in your life that has had a lot of sadness, and it kind of helps you sort of like close a chapter. Excuse me. Some of you have been stuck. If you notice, the bench is half in the light and half in shadow. You've been stuck between 2 realms, 2 worlds, 2 ways of doing things, maybe feeling like you go back and forth a lot. So like, let's say if you're trying to, get organized, get your stuff together, it's like you'll make progress, 2 steps forward, 1 step back is what I'm trying to say. You'll make progress and then fall back in old patterns. You'll feel really good about what you're doing. For some, you feel really good about yourself and your abilities. And then not long after, it's kind of like, not feeling great about it. It suddenly doesn't seem like it's enough. Things like that. For some, like I said, you are detaching from an older feminine energy who there's been a lot of back and forth with, and this has been quite stressful. So let's pull you some further oracle cards to figure out what happens next in your life. At the bottom, yeah, we have change and progress. So there is change here. The top card wanted to come off the deck. Speak your mind. You and somebody else might be sharing what you both want with the dandelion, what you're both hoping for. But I also feel like you're just like releasing things. And this could come as a result of you sharing your truth. Yeah. Affirmation for healing the heart. A lot of you have been trying to move forward in your lives, but it's been hard to fully do that because there's been a lot of healing that needs to take place. I'm drawn to the fact there's 3 candles here and 1 here. Candles imagery always makes me think of the wand suit. So I kind of am thinking about the 3 of Wands and the Ace of Wands, which together would make the 4, right? There's been something where you've been waiting to feel at peace. Maybe you've been waiting to reconcile with somebody. You've been waiting for some to feel like a family again. You've been waiting to feel at home again. Some of you have been waiting for a situation with hearth and home to be resolved. But what happens next, I feel, is that there is finally a healing. There is finally a rebirth. For some, I'm not picking this up as heavily, but for some, there might be a reconciliation. But I mostly feel that this is you coming into reconciliation within yourself. Here we go. Detox your friendships. So for some, you're letting go of a friend. And this doesn't have to be an older, feminine energy, but this also could be somebody who, I don't want to say ages you, but this could be somebody you've known for a long time, somebody you thought was going to be in your life for a long time. This could be with that image of light and shadow, again, somebody where there's a lot of back and forth, there's a lot of joy, but there's also a lot of issues. And that back and forth has been it's been a journey. It's been a draw on your energy. And so as you guys are preparing to maybe want to get more organized, get more serious, be moving on to a new chapter in your life, it really requires detoxing some important relationships. Successful funding, okay. And visualize abundance in all forms. This is what I mean. A lot of you guys have been working on improving your finances, your career, just improving your life in general, right? Trying to make your wishes come true, your dreams come true. And there's a sense here where, with successful funding, I'm almost getting that you're getting the resources you need. You're getting the both material resources and spiritual resources you need. And so there is a sense of detoxing the relationships in your life that are a drain on your energy, possibly a drain on your financial resources or material resources. I want to pull another one of the Coffee Cup Oracle cards here. Some of you are planning for your financial future, like I was saying, with sadness. And female on the old woman card, it's like, I don't want to be left out in the cold. We have the mountain at the bottom with challenges and achievements. This is something that I do feel like is a challenge, but is a necessary one to overcome, and one that you guys are motivated to overcome in order to achieve your desired outcome. Oh, we have groom with husband and marriage, okay. And the dove with peace and serenity, okay. Some of you have a fear about, okay, this is very specific. Some of you have a fear about prioritizing work or career because there's a fear of ending up alone. That fear is, you are working through that fear in this next phase ahead. I feel like you are finding peace. You are finding serenity. Some of you, this is multiple things where, because I'm noticing we have a masculine energy here comforting this feminine energy. For some, you're releasing an important person, a friend, a family member. You're releasing that once and for all. And this is bringing in abundance in all forms. This is incited by the fact that you've been working on your abundance mindset. And there's a sense here of having, working through heart healing in this release process, and that bringing in successful partnerships, right? Marriage energy is really just like the merger of, two people, of two companies, something like that. You're finding a lot of peace and a lot of stability. And it's because of the release of this, I feel, this person, or this fear of the person you don't want to end up as. What is this? What is this groom energy? Yeah. The Queen of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, you are entering into a very blessed partnership, possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's not that one, it's this one. This could be where you and a partner are taking the next step, whatever that is for you. Wow, okay, we have the Devil at the bottom. Capricorn energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Eight of Swords. Excuse me. So these are all clarifying, you know, this groom energy with husband and marriage, right? And what I'm seeing is, for some, there's like this energy of somebody coming forward because they do truly love you, or somebody taking the next step. They could have been distracted with work. They could have been distracted with other things. And there's this recognition of like, what was I doing? Like, this is, you know, there's a recognition of a lack of like a poor prioritization. And so this next phase on your journey is that this person is coming forward to seek peace with you, to seek serenity, to seek rebuilding and next steps. Yep, the King of Wands. This person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. This person knows what they want and knows what's the most important for them. The Star in reverse. And they feel like they have that with you, and like they either have not been treating it with respect or not, you know, they may have lost it. And so there's a sense here of coming in very strongly to want to restore that. Yep, the Magician is at the bottom. Gemini, Virgo energy. This person wants to make the next step happen. So I do see that as like something that's coming in for you as a result. You know, even if this is like a business venture, this is somebody being like, whoa, I was sleeping on, you know, this person before. I was sleeping on this, you know, idea, this product before, but like, hey, let's restore the balance here. Let's like, let's find a sense of peace between us. Let's strike an agreement. So I want to see what you're releasing with Old Woman. Wow. Yeah, wow. This is exactly like we were talking about. Three of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. There is an energy in your life, and again, because we have that Three of Cups, this could have been a friend. There is an energy in your life where you go back and forth and back and forth. Somebody could go back and forth between being gentle with you and then being very cutting. I think that you go back and forth about your perception about them and this, you know, this relationship, this friendship, because it's like there are some really good parts, but then there's some really unhealthy aspects, I feel. What's at the bottom? Oh yeah, the Magician. Unhealthy aspects, I feel. And so this is what you're releasing, is this trying to, you might be trying to do a lot to like please this person. The Queen of Swords in reverse can indicate somebody who is very cutting with their words, somebody who is manipulative, somebody who's not very honest. And there's a sense here of, I'm not waiting for you to tell the truth anymore. I'm just going to do what I feel is best. There's also a sense of this person with the Queen of Swords in reverse can't get their mind right. This person is not in the same mindset as you anymore. And that might be what's consistently pulling you and this person apart. Yep, King of Cups and the Tower. This is what I mean, is I feel like maybe this wasn't always you, but it feels like you're a lot more spiritually based and heart-centered, at least at this point in your journey. This is somebody who's fully mature. You're very emotionally mature. With the eel here, you can tell who is deceptive and who is not. That's why this person, that's why you guys are out of alignment. Because you're not putting up with sneaky crap, and this person can't stop doing sneaky crap. The Queen of Wands in reverse. This person could be very demanding, very attention-seeking. This person could be very jealous. But there's almost an energy of jealous but not talking about it. So let's say this is a friend who, you know, like wants to be kind of like your only friend sort of a deal. This is where if you try to invest in the other areas of your life, they're kind of like cutting these other people down, or they're giving you the silent treatment. They're not outright saying, hey, I feel triggered by this. Hey, I feel like our friendship is threatened. Can you reassure me? They're like doing some like sneaky stuff. And it's because there's an insecurity within them. If this is like, you know, a family member who they should be like, you know, they should be cheering for your success. They want you to shine, but not more than them. That's kind of the vibe here, is that this person has a lot of their own insecurities they need to deal with. And as a result, I feel like they end up just doing things that keep you guessing and wondering. And so this is what you're releasing. There is peace coming in for you. And I feel like this is because I wanted to pull, I know you can't see, but like hang on. The cards were like this. There's almost a triangular effect here where you're releasing something in order to find peace, and thus something better is coming in that is also seeking peace with you. It's like an exchange with the universe. So the Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Magician, yeah. And the Lovers. A lot of you guys, you've been really trying hard with this person to make it work. You've been putting in the effort and the work. And it's a lot of you guys are just kind of like finding your power to make a choice that makes you happy, right? And saying, you know what, I'm going to like let this go. This is not turning into anything, you know, abundant, fair, successful, healthy. So I'm going to release this. So that is what I'm seeing for what is up ahead next for you. I hope that's been helpful. If you're looking for a personal reading, feel free to check out my new shop that I just launched. The link is in the description box below. I offer my traditional style where I do private video readings and send them to the client, but I also now offer readings to be done over Zoom because I've gotten a lot of interest in that. So if you guys are interested, let me know. And yeah, it's been an honor and a joy to get to read for you today, and I hope I get to read for you again real soon. Take care. Bye. Hi, group 2. Okay, so you guys chose the honey calcite. I don't know, I'm getting this energy of just blurting something out. That sometimes this gives me that, like blurting something out and it's very positive. You guys might just like to speak your mind in a very positive way. You might find that in the month ahead, you're just like really prompted to just say things. It might be very well received. If over the next, like, you know, I keep wanting to say month or two, if you end up dropping the ball with communication, people might be very gracious with that. But I do feel like there is a sense of optimism and positivity, especially surrounding communication, that's coming in next. I feel like you're bringing this and it's being mirrored back to you. So let's see what you got. Ooh, we have Wolf with cunning and stealth. Okay. We have the full moon image here, which always indicates there's like a release or something coming into fruition and culmination. I feel like it's kind of, if you were torn between this group and group 1, this might be why so, you know, again, I was picking up on this like almost guileless energy, right? You're not trying to trick anyone. You're being very forthright with communication. There might be people who don't believe you. That's their problem, first of all. It's kind of like this energy of like, nobody's that positive, right? Or like, they think that something that you're doing is like a shtick. It's an act. There could be people who they are trying to pull a fast one, or, you know, there's a little bit of manipulation energy that I feel like you will be moving away from. When we are strong and boundaried in whatever our energetic signature is, our frequency is, you know, anything that's far out of alignment with that, we essentially repel, right? It doesn't stick to us. We're Teflon peeps. It doesn't stick to us energetically. It doesn't impact us the same way energetically. And so there's a sense here where if you've been really working on finding your truth, standing in that truth, speaking with light and clarity and love, I feel like that almost like flushes out those around you who might try to be deceiving you. I almost said keep you hidden, overpower you, with the one, you know, the lone wolf here who might try to keep you kind of isolated or on your own. And not like, you know, in capital letters here, but these are people who are like not giving you due credit, not wanting to maybe share spotlight. What is this? I gotta know. I'll pull the other oracle cards in a minute, but the Two of Swords in reverse. You may have been trying to make a decision about someone. Someone I feel like has been trying to hide information from you. They've been being very cunning because they don't want you to, there are certain pieces of information they don't want you to have in order to make decisions. Yes, the Hanged Man. And because in this deck it's meditation, there are things, and we have Neptune here, so again, very illusionary energy, There are things they don't want you to know. They might want to withhold information to keep you in limbo, but there are things that they have not wanted you to know because it would change the trajectory of your decision making. So this even could be where, it's that reminded me of that TikTok sound where it's like, you really had me out here thinking I was mid. They might be kind of trying to downplay your accomplishments. For some, you have a great idea. You have a great premise. You have a great working prototype. And they are pretending that it's like, or that it's not really a thing. They might be delaying taking action on it. Be like, yeah, we'll revisit that next quarter. You have a good idea on your hands. And so you might be speaking with them very like openly, enthusiastically, being like, well, yeah, but I'm thinking if we take action on it, now if we do this, if we do that, it can set us up for this next thing, right? Like you're trying to like sell them on this idea. And I feel like they're either delaying it outright or they're just like kind of acting like it's not a big deal. It's because they don't want you to know something that you got. This is slippery energy. They don't want you to know. They might be trying to get out in front of it. They might be trying to control, like let's say this is somebody that you work with. Even if they're on your team, they might be trying to control how this idea is put out there in a way that is favorable and beneficial to them. I feel that this energy is getting like revealed or moved out of your life. We have the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, this person doesn't want you to know something. Pardon my itchy nose. We have the flames here. So again, there's this energy of like the creativity, the passion. This person doesn't want you to see something that you are trying to bring into fruition as powerful. And the Devil. There it is. Bing. Bing pot. This is bullshit. Capricorn energy showing up. And the Six of Cups. For some, this is a message that just came through. First of all, we have Virgo and Capricorn. For some, this is a family business and you work with family members and they are kind of trying to keep you in the role that you've always played. Like this has this energy of like the up-and-comer, the younger sibling, right? Like the parent-child dynamic where maybe this person's used to having the power, the control, being in the driver's seat, getting the acclaim. And it's like if you come out with this idea, if you put yourself out there in this type of way, they don't like that because now that threatens their position of power or they have to share the spotlight. Or it's kind of that energy where they might feel like you're going to like, kind of like take over their role. Excuse me. For a small number, I'm not picking this up as heavily. For a small number of you, this could be somebody that you have had a relationship, with somebody from your past, who has been trying to keep you in limbo, right? They don't want to give you a yes or no. They've been trying to make it hard for you with the Hermit and introspection to figure out what's going on entirely because they want to hold on to this, but on their own terms. In that situation, what is the Devil? The Three of Swords. Yeah, they might be trying to avoid taking responsibility for hurting you. They might be trying to brush past that, but they're trying to delay something. The Lovers and the Magician, they might be trying to delay, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. They might be trying to make a choice and they don't want you to reject them in the process. So just keep that in mind. The Two of Wands, yeah. That's a very small number of you though. If you were drawn to this group, chances are it's something else. But there's a dynamic here of I want to keep things, I'm seeing this really heavily, I want to keep things the way they were. Excuse me, I want to keep things the way they have been. What is this? Devil and Six of Cups. Oh, okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, so more work energy, the Queen of Cups. Somebody does not want you to feel good about your work. Somebody does not want you to... You may have been working on yourself a lot. The Queen of Cups is a very mature energy. You may have been really working on yourself a lot and have grown a lot. And somebody wants to keep you where you were. Somebody wants to keep you not knowing your true value, not really truly knowing the value of what you bring to the table. Sorry, I'm like, it's this card and it's this one. I don't want to lose them. I do see that here. The Tower, because it would change everything. And like, and we have revolution, right? There's almost like they don't want you to be like revolting kind of an energy here. The Seven of Swords, this is what I mean, slippery shit. And the King of Swords. This person's very cunning. This person's very smart. This person is, and you might be starting to pick up on this intuitively, with that Queen of Cups. Maybe this is where you're starting to trust your intuition more now. This person, I think, might be mistaking your honesty for naivete. And there's a sense here where as you are getting stronger in what you know and more confident in that and in what you want and need for yourself, and again, becoming really confident with the work that you've done on yourself and feeling really good about that, having like a sense of accomplishment and feeling like good, this person, that they don't like that threatens everything. And even the placement, I know it's hard to see, but like this was the placement and the other cards are over here, right? So the Seven of Swords is the one looking back over their shoulder at all the things that we were already looking at. And so the King of Swords is now looking the other direction. So this person's kind of like being deceptive and sort of looking at the dynamic here and being like, I got to get out in front of this. I have to kind of like try to have a plan, slow things down. Because especially where we now have a king and a queen, now the ways that you've grown, you're now a pretty powerful match for them, right? This is like masculine, feminine energies, both very mature, of the head and of the heart. And normally I always see the King of Swords upright as a very honest person, but here I'm not really picking that up as much. This person could go two ways with it. I'm seeing that with the crescent moons. They could choose the honorable path, or they could choose bullshit. And it kind of feels like that's what hangs in the balance right now. That's something they're trying to decide. They're trying to decide. They see you growing and they're trying to decide, do I get out in front of this and try to control, group two's like sense of self, in terms of like, I noticed that you've been working really, really hard. This even could be a boss where like you've been putting in a lot of work and now you're kind of like starting to pick up on like, hey, this is BS. Like, I'm not getting compensated. I'm not getting appreciated. You might be starting to get disgruntled, and they're like, do I deny? Do I pretend that this has not been happening and just like try to kind of, I don't know. Or do I get out in front of it and like be like, hey, group two, I see you've been working really hard. I know it's been tough. They're validating your effort. They're like validating what you put in and your skills. Like, do I validate group two as a way of keeping them where I want them? Or do I not acknowledge it at all as a way of like not having to? Because when we acknowledge something, when we put value on something, we have to compensate people for it, right? In some way, shape, or form. If something has value to us, that it naturally implies we need to invest in it. So this is what I mean. This person's being sneaky with it. I don't love it. So this month, I feel like what's going to happen is that this is going to get flushed out of your energy. You might be dealing with this. I keep saying this month. Give love. Again, you're a very loving person. You lead with the heart. I feel like this is going to be something that just naturally pushes some people out of your energy. I mean, almost that pushes people's buttons. Speak your mind. You're going to have an opportunity to say something important. Maybe not call this person out fully, but say something important about like, with give love, what you love, what you're reaching for, and like I feel like it's a very matter of fact thing. Like, I'm going to be doing this. This is my plan. Or like, your power isn't being very bluntly honest, I feel like. So this kind of has this energy of like, let's say this was that example with work. It's like, okay, yeah, no, I understand it's been tough, but here's the thing. I want to be at this position by the time I'm, 30. I want to own my own business, or I want to have this much by this age. So because, it's pretty much like, this is my goal, and no offense, but if you're not part of that, I'm going to see myself to the door, is kind of the energy. Affirmation for growth. Yeah, you know how much you've been growing. You're going to acknowledge that and like acknowledge your own potential in front of this person, and that will send a signal, right? So again, if this was work, this would be like, I understand it's been a hard year, right? I definitely understand, but I really need to make these are my financial goals, and I have learned this skill. I've put in this amount of effort. I brought in this much money for the company. And so while I totally understand, I do have to think about myself and my future. So, if the company can't do XYZ by this time, I am going to have to start looking for other opportunities. Like, it's just very, very clear and matter of fact. And it's going to be like recognizing like, hey, I know that I grow. I know I grow the company. I know I grow as a person. I know that there is growth in what I bring to the table. And now I know that you know. Fire magic here too. There's passion and there's drive. There could be a combination of fire and earth happening here. Whenever I see those two come together, that's very entrepreneurial spirit to me. So this could be about starting your own business or big changes at work. I want to pull you guys an Angels of Abundance card though. Positivity, faith, and optimism. We have that lion here, so there could also be some Leo energy. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Yeah, it's kind of this recognition of like, I'm going places. Would you like to come along or no? So I do feel like this is a month where people's more like kind of, again, cunning, sneaky antics are going to be revealed. And I feel like you're going to be the one that's put in the driver's seat to change the trajectory of what's being offered. I'm noticing this woman's necklace has a north node on, like the north node glyph on it. So, excuse me, you could be really like moving more toward your destined path pretty significantly. So I think that's everything I've got for group 2. I hope this has been helpful. This seems spicy, so I am wishing you luck in your month ahead. But yeah, it has been an honor and a joy to get to connect with you today. I have straight hair, it's tickling me, and I don't like that. If you're looking for personal readings, I do offer personals on my new site that I just launched. It's in the description box below. So yeah, hopefully I will see you there. And so be there, and by God, be square. Take care, love bugs. See you soon. Bye. Hello, everybody who chose group 3. So you guys picked the Prenite. I'm immediately getting this very like wispy, willowy, flowy energy. Very much cursive kind of a vibes here. You might like willow trees, because they're showing me willow trees like blowing in the wind. It's very soft. This might be a month of a lot more gentle movement and flow, both in like a literal way, but also in a figurative, energetic way. You might want to look up the like herbal medicinal properties of willow bark, something like that. The name willow could be important. For some, pussy willows are like a little sign here. I am picking that up. I think those are so cute. Gentility and flow are going to be key to healing and moving out some very old, I want to almost say the word ancient, old energy in the heart chakra. You could be a spiritual healer or an emotional healer. These could be, I feel like these are at least in part your energies. These also could be connected to other people though. Yeah, you're moving out some very, very, very old stuff, like generational kind of stuff. 33 on the timer. You're having a lot of assistance from Ascended Masters as well. Maybe somebody here is 33, Life Path 3. Yeah, let's see what you got. Oh, okay. I really like this. You have Gate with opportunities and home. Some of you you're buying a new home. Some of you, and this could be like you're buying a new home. You could be the first person in your family to own a home. Some of you are buying an old family home that may have been uninhabited for a long time, potentially, or only mildly inhabited. This could be a kind of a larger estate. You could be moving somewhere where there are willows on the property. Some of you, the old energy I'm talking about, some of you are deeply clairsentient. And it's like wherever you end up, going or moving to, pardon my itchy nose, or spending a lot of time with, right? Because this doesn't have to always literally be a home. This could be somewhere where you're spending a lot of time. It's an older building, and there's very deeply stuck energy in the building. If that is the case, again, movement and flow is going to be really helpful. If that is the case, when you go into that building, you are transmuting the energy and releasing it, right, in that space. So make sure you're cleansing your own energy. You're doing energetically supportive things for self, because that process can kind of wear on you. So let's say you get a new job and it's in a wicked old building, and you're like, oh, it's beautiful, it's a historical building. Make sure that you're cleansing your energy regularly through movement, through working with cleansing crystals like selenite is wonderful. Having a certain amount of protection, so you can work with protective crystals as well. You can do cleansing spell work. You can cleanse with sage, whatever it might be. There's lots of ways to do that, so we can talk about that separately if you want. But there is deeply stuck energy that's getting moved through. And again, I do feel like this might be related to you. Like this could be your family, but it's not even just you. This is like, or, again, that example, this is a job that you're getting, but this is like, there's a lot of residual energy in the space that you will be spending time with. So keep that in mind. I don't know why I want to pull a couple more of these, so we're going to go with it. Oh wow, we're getting a bunch of these. We have the peacock with pregnancy and wealth. Again, so this could have a lot to do with, it's always Empress energy for me. A lot to do with a job, a lot to do with a family home. There's like a nurturing energy that's going on here. And I do feel like that as a healer is what you're providing to the space. I'm trying to crack my back. Oh, that felt so good. Oh my God. Yeah, the anchor with stability and security. Okay. The dolphin with playfulness and cooperation. We like that. And the horse with freedom and action. Yeah, so whenever I see dolphins, this always makes me think of telepathy, soul connections. There is something here where spiritually you have been led to this opportunity, this situation, this place. It might be something that, there are other people involved. Like this is like, again, family members. Maybe a friend just moved homes and you're spending a lot of time with them. Like I keep seeing willows. So that might kind of like point you in the direction of what's going on. But it's like you have been led here spiritually because there's something important for you to do here. And I don't think it's like something where you'll be doing the spiritual cleansing work forever. I'm seeing the number 7, so maybe 7 days it will take. Or so maybe like, let's say if you start a new job, the first week that you're there might be a little bit like you might be a little extra tired, or like feel some things. You might have like a lot of emotions. But this is in order to reestablish stability in this place at an energetic level. And with freedom here, you're freeing some energy. What is this, though, with opportunities and home, with that gate energy? Excuse my burp. The 5 of Cups in reverse. You are helping to release grief. You could be going to a home where somebody has passed away, or a home where those who are grieving are. So let's say if a friend of yours has lost a family member, you might be sitting with them for a while. If a partner has lost a family member or something like that, you might be going to, go spend time, go to the funeral, take some time off for bereavement to spend with them. The King of Pentacles in reverse, this could be the loss of an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, the 3 of Swords, there's been a lot of heartbreak connected to wherever this is. The Lovers. Okay, so this could be like having to do with a partner, right? We have Jupiter in the background, so possibly a spouse. This could be where it's like I said, a long-term partner has lost somebody. You could be seeing a long-term partner's family home for the first time pretty soon, and that might kind of have a mix of emotions, especially if some challenging things have happened in that family or in that home. Yeah, and the Magician, this is you alchemizing the situation. There also could be like, it doesn't necessarily have to be that somebody has like passed away, but it could also be where, like, let's say you're going to go meet your partner's family, you're going to a family home. If there's been challenge and like loss in that family, there have been cycles of grief and heartbreak. This might be where you're helping to transmute the energy, excuse me, and be able to help the energy in the home and with, all the people who are in the home, come into a space of harmony, into a space of balance. I do see that. Helping people to choose love. I do see that as well. We have 6 candles on either side here. The 6 of Wands is referenced in that for me, because whenever I see candles, I think about the wand suit. So to help people choose the path of love, and in doing so find like victory, right? Find success, overcome obstacles, overcome power struggle. I see that here. For some, there is a relationship with a counterpart with the Lovers. Heavy Gemini energy, but we also have Virgo showing up. Pardon me, I'm fixing this. I'm fixing my pants because they were like sliding around uncomfortably. There is something where there is a new opportunity to come home to one another. There could have been some heartbreak in the past, some loss. Pardon my itchy nose. I do feel that both parties have had the opportunity to meditate on, reflect on if they want to salvage things, if they want to try again. And because the 5 of Cups is reversed in the traditional deck, this always implies that the person on the card is kind of turning around and still seeing, instead of focusing on the 3 cups spilled over, still seeing the 2 cups upright, right? So both of you may have had the opportunity to meditate on this and decide if you wanted to try again with each other. And I think both of you have come to the conclusion that yes, you do. And so there might be a reunion that is happening. You might be being invited to somebody's home for the first time. Somebody could have bought a home. There's a sense here with the Magician that both of you have decided to manifest this, because with dolphins there might be a telepathic connection. I almost said combination. Why combination? We have the Chariot here. So both of you are deeply spiritually connected to help each other through significant shadow work. You throw each other's light and shadow into balance. Cancer's energy is also showing up. This is somebody that you love. This person could be Year of the Horse, or you could be in the Chinese zodiac. This is somebody that you love very much, and they love you very much. And you guys maybe had to think about it, and so there's an opportunity to start again from a much more stable place. I'm going to pull from the Everyday Witch Oracle. Let's see what comes out. Yep. Speak your mind. Yeah, again, 2 people here are making a wish. I feel like this could be, one of you could have a tabby cat, one of you could have a black cat. What was at the bottom before? Affirmation for healing the heart. Yeah, there's a lot of healing. Again, you guys are mad clairsentient. There's a lot of healing that is taking place through this situation that I feel you are facilitating, or you are almost like the conduit for. Affirmation for acceptance. It's because there's been surrendering, and that this particular card, she's reading a book that says fate. Somebody here is surrendering to the universe, surrendering to divine intervention. Somebody might be surrendering to themselves spiritually. So if this is like somebody where there's been a loss, there's been a death in the family, they might be surrendering to their spirituality, having to give that up to the universe, to their great big something. Yeah, plant the seeds. I think this is something where whoever is involved in this kind of planted the seeds a while ago. So if this is like a new job, yes, this is a new job for you, but maybe the people who have been working there for a while, if the energy's not great in that place, are kind of like, I wish our work environment was more like this. I wish the energy here was more like this. The seeds have been planted for this for a while. Hibernation and regeneration. Yeah, exactly. This is a period of rest and rejuvenation. There may have been a period of rest and rejuvenation if this is like, let's say in that example, a loved one coming back. This might be like a period where you're being called to rest for a little bit. And what's interesting, we're talking about crystals because we got a lot right there. Healing waters. Wow. And we have the fox here in case that's important. So we have cats on pretty much all the cards in this deck, but this one has a fox. Somebody has been healing themselves. We have a feminine, masculine depicted here. We have two feminines and then a masculine. So the masculine energy may have been really working on their healing. The feminine energy may have really been working on recuperating and kind of just like resting their energy, especially if the feminine energy tends to be more of the psychic healer. But there are new opportunities coming out of this. What are these new opportunities? I'm going to pull this one, and then I want to pull an Angels of Abundance card. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, there's an opportunity for partnership. There's an opportunity to have support, I feel like. I don't usually read that as a meaning of the card, but I am getting that. Windfall of abundance. So for some, if a family member has passed on, there could be a family home or an inheritance that kind of hangs in the balance. If you're coming back together with somebody, there could just be like you have a lot to offer now with each other. So maybe you've both been kind of doing your own work and there's like abundance of love, connection, of support, of people. There's more to offer and thus more to share. Visualize abundance in all forms. A lot of you guys have been really focusing on finding your divine purpose, on being supported in that and creating abundance in your lives in more ways than one. And so I feel like this is why whatever's coming in, you've had a spiritual tie to this in terms of purpose, or you will have one, but it will also be abundant for you personally. So let's say in that example of you start a new job. Yes, you have spiritual purpose in that place, but that job is also going to be a part of your abundance journey. The Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Four of Pentacles. You have a gift for getting people to open up. Like I was just like, here, take my cup. You have a gift for getting people to open up. If this is a counterpart situation, I feel that they were very closed off before, and that has changed. You have incited healing in this person. That with the fox, they may have often tried to avoid or sneak away from emotional vulnerability or from being very open-hearted, even with like their partners in the past. That wasn't going to fly with you because you just crack people open. You really reach people in the heart space. Anyone that you're dealing with in a new environment, if they're very closed off and they're very guarded, that's not going to last for long. That's part of your spiritual gift. I'm looking at speak your mind. When you speak, I feel like you inspire a lot of hope in people. That's a very beautiful, unique trait. You're a very like beautiful energy here, beautiful healer. You do great healing work, like chef's kiss, baby. There is, and this is why abundance will always be given to you in many, many forms. You guys will always be provided for because everything is an energy exchange, right? And the universe is always going to take care of you because this is just who you naturally are. This is what you easily and naturally do. Okay. Jeez Louise. Yeah, the Three of Cups. I feel like there will be a lot of love and support. The Six of Pentacles, there's this beautiful reciprocity as well. And the Ace of Wands, I really like that. So there is a new cycle. There's a new chapter beginning. There's new energy that will be born out of this next, this shift, or that is coming out of this shift. There could be a reunion and reconciliation. Somebody misses you. That's giving me that playfulness, dolphins kind of energy. Somebody really misses you and they would like to work together. They've had a lot of insight and inspiration about the time that you've spent together, and they see it differently. They may have been really resistant toward opening up and almost felt like it was like you prying a little bit by trying to be there for them, and they don't see it like that anymore. This is very, very beautiful. Again, if you were starting in like a new job or location, I feel like people might be very guarded initially, but that won't last for long. You will make a lot of friends. You will be very well liked. and there will be fresh energy, and that's also fresh opportunities available to you in that place. There's a lot of opportunities for abundance here, especially an abundance of connection. If you are meeting like a partner's family or going to a family home, whether it's due to loss or just in general, like heartbreak and grief, they might be guarded and kind of closed off at first. Again, that will not last for long. They will like you. It's almost a guarantee. And I feel like you will be part of the healing process in this place. So I think that's everything I've got for group 3 for right now. That was quite beautiful. Definitely let me know how this ends up panning out, because I'm really, really curious now. But that's all I've got for you today. I hope this has been helpful. If you're looking for a personal, feel free to check out my new site that I just launched. The link is in the description box. I'd love to get the chance to work with you or to get to read for you in the future. So I'll see you then. See you there. Take care. Bye.